Alright, hello everyone, welcome to today's race. We are at the Nurburgring today. The Nürburgring combined, the name that I can't say, but it's that combined Nürburgring Arena plus Nordschleife circuits. I butchered the pronunciation, and that's fine. Please note, I cannot see chat today. Obviously, well, if you can't tell from the shaky camera, I am in VR. So while I do appreciate all your comments, and I will go back and read them, well, I can't see them as we go. Actually, for that matter, let me make sure there's no stream delay on this. Because, you know, in true Lemons fashion, I didn't think to check this ahead of time. Even though I checked everything else. Advanced. No, there's no delay. Perfect. We don't want any delay, we want to see it in real time. My goal for today, personally, is to not crash. It might seem, you know, pretty straightforward, but it is the Nürburgring Nordschleife. And, that is way easier said than done. Apologies as I move around and actually get settled in. My racing is across the room from my computer. I want to make sure everything's actually working properly for you guys before I settle in. Like I said, this is the 24 Hours of Lemons iRacing Championship Series. I will be driving a Cadillac CTS V tonight. And hopefully not crashing. So we have a 30-minute warm-up, followed by a 90-minute race. Let me make sure all this transfer properly. My setup is nothing fancy, it's the default. It's the iRacing Ringmeister, just set to actually have full fuel. It's the 90-minute race, it ends up being about 10 laps, actually almost exactly 10 laps. Lap 1 is always going to be the hardest until I get settled in and due to cold tires. Now, I have practiced quite a bit throughout the rest of this week, but I'm still very not confident, to be honest. Because while I have practiced,
right side,
stick it around there.
clear.
You know, the Nordschleife is just a tricky track, especially in this car, which I'm not very comfortable in, even though I've been practicing this for the greater part of a week and a half. I don't know why, just me and this car do not mesh. I'm pretty sure it's partly due to the rear-wheel drive. You know, here while we're in practice, I can talk and drive. You'll probably hear me be fairly quiet during the race, because I cannot talk and drive with any form of reasonable skill. This is a mixed class race,
Car on your left. Clear.
so we will encounter traffic like that every so often. Also, once you get past the first lap, I don't think there'll really be too much, because I'm in the top class. But it means... But there's actually no separate qualifying for this. So I'll be honest, I have no idea how iRacing sets grids when there's no qualifying session. Should be clear weather for today's race. Maybe it'll get overcast, but these are not cars that have iRacing's new rain. So while there is dynamic weather on, I don't have to worry about it raining on the Nordschleife. That was really slow through there. This is one of the corners I'm honestly worried about, because I have a tendency to crash around that one. Like, honestly, I probably won't push 100% for a lot of this race, because I want to finish said race, like I said. I'm not overly concerned about where I finish, I just want to finish. I mean, not that I won't be driving quickly, but I can't hear that in-game.
You're all good.
I'll boost that here once we're on a between sessions. Then hard braking zone into whatever this turn's called. I also don't know my corner names. I'm just here to drive and have a good time and try not to hurt myself. The first half of the track I'm pretty confident in. Like, I'm not too worried about crashing through that section. But it's the second half of the lap, once you get kind of the portions with the carousels. That part, you know, it's just so hard to get reps on it being such a long track. So I'm not as practiced with it as I am on. Oh, bye. Please don't spin back into me. Thank you. Damage is, of course, on for a race session. Which is why I'm, you know, moderately worried about crashing. Fuel will be really, really close. And I've done the math, but it's almost exactly 4 gallons a lap. Which doesn't sound too bad. Until you look at how much fuel I have. Or the car carries, I should say. So I will be pitting for fuel and tires on exactly lap 5. Otherwise, I don't have enough to get to the end. And the leader has to average greater than a 9-minute lap. Else I have to come in for a splash and go. Because I'll be like 1 lap of fuel short, of course. I did just rebind some of my black box hotkeys to try to make actually selecting pit stop a little bit easier. I've never actually used it in a race though, so hopefully that doesn't bite me. Oh, yeah. Push it too hard. Okay, well, at least we got that out of the way now. Means I don't have to lift through there. And brake a little bit for the curb. Try not to understeer too much through there. And this is the part of the racetrack I really, really struggle with. So dip into the carousel, obviously. There's just so many back and forths that I haven't learned the braking points very well. Okay, so that one's flat. That one got to brake down to 3rd. I think I slowed too much, but oh well. That is apexes. What are those? Around there, give it a little lift, kind of maintain it. Yeah. And that's what I don't want to happen in the race. And I have wheel damage, because my steering is absolutely messed up.
Got wheel damage.
Yep. You don't say.
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
Wow, thanks, Ian. I couldn't tell.
Reset button and we'll come and get you.
Now, because this is practice, I think, and I just shouldn't reset me to pit lane. Hey. Alright, that's what I don't want to do in the race, because otherwise I don't have the benefit of resetting that marshal post. And I then have to limp it back to pit lane. And that's the other corner I screw up. All the time. Yep, I haven't been able to do that one. Wow, I cut the course. Thanks, game. You know, it has nothing to do with me facing the wrong way after being in the grass. That's the corner I've gotten wrong pretty much all week. And coming off the Marshall Post reset does not help because it means tires are cold, but it's still fundamentally one of the corners I really struggle with. I'm not really sure why, honestly. I think there's a bump right before the entrance of the corner, combined with I don't, like, brake enough for it. This one is another one I have a tendency to mess up, but I think I can do it well enough for the race, at least. Or I'm no longer, like, off-tracking, at least. I usually do that carousel wrong, which kills my speed through here. There will be a lot of good enough this race, honestly. Because then it's kind of hold it there. Okay, good enough exit. And down the long straight. I'm sure there's a name for this really long straight. I don't know what it is. You get a feel for where I'll be relative. Oh, I missed my braking point. Yep. I forgot to brake. Yep. Well, again, we're just getting all these out of our system in practice, so I don't have to worry about doing this in the actual race. It's like we'll get one more full lap in, which is good because there are 9-minute laps in this car. Well, if you don't crash. Dart out from behind him, because we're different classes. That was an Audi TC something or other, I forget what. It's an Audi touring car. So I needed to brake right there, downshift to 5th. There we go, that's how that was. It's a little bit slower than I usually do go through there, but that's the way that was supposed to work the first time. Overshoot this corner. Yep, how do you apex? I really struggle with this arena portion of the track, and I don't know why. I think it's because it's so slow compared to a lot of the rest of the track. Like, really throws me off because I feel I can go faster, and then you can't. And this car being rear-wheel drive is really, really touchy about that. Well, that could have been cleaner, but it wasn't, like, slow per se. I shouldn't have given it that little throttle blip halfway through. That killed so much time. Pretty sure my line through there is just wrong, but, you know, when we did the group practice on Friday, I came to the conclusion that, like, you know, my line through a bunch of these corners are probably pretty bad, but, like, it's what I've practiced, and so it's the one I'm not going to mess up in the race. So, will I have to unlearn it at some point? Probably. But I've now practiced it wrong, so that's what we're going with. I almost messed that corner up. That's the other one I tend to mess up on through this section. Okay, that wasn't great. It wasn't horrible, though. If I do that for 10 laps straight, I'll be happy. We are driving the Cadillac CTS race car today. It's a nice V8 engine, rear-wheel drive. I feel like I can drive that first braking zone deeper, but again, I really just don't want to chance anything this race. Don't mind me, just like not looking at the track and driving off. Oh, yeah. Left front, clip the grass. With almost really bad results. Got the little wiggle on the downshift. That was close. My driving is like the opposite of smooth tonight. I mean, I guess if it stays on track, that's fine. Alright, let's not overshoot it this time. Okay, that actually slowed way too much, but oh well. Do a little lift there instead. Oh, careful of that curb. Tried to do an early upshift there because I wasn't sure how the car was going to respond. Came out of the carousel a little bit early. Okay, we're still fine. We're still fine. Don't run that too wide. That's a different car class ahead. Careful through here. I should probably eat more of that curb, but it's fine. It's not the spot I want to catch this guy.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Okay, it's not the greatest line through there, but it's on track, so it's fine, I guess. Watch the jump. Lift off a little bit before, and then All right. Saying I'm 8 seconds off my personal best in a 9-minute lap. That's not horrible. I mean, obviously I'd like to be better, but oh my gosh, he's doing an 850. My personal best on this track is 859, and that's why I'm not worried about like position really. I just want to like finish and downshift to 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, loop it in, and on the throttle. There we go. That's the best I've done that section in a long time. That'll be a clean lap. I'm actually not going to do another.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Hey, 853. It's the personal best. Try not to miss the apex so much. Alright, cool. I'm going to go fix that audio. 853, I'll take that. 'Cause there's 3 minutes before the race starts. See here, sound. Butter chat. Oh boy. So. Okay. Well, we'll hope that they don't usually talk too much. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, somebody pulling off. Alright, well, let's take a look at some of the liveries, I suppose. We got 3 minutes. What is a good camera angle? Rear chase? Sure. I'll be honest, I just went on Trading Paints and found one because I do not know how to make my own paint still. I know a lot of these people did do custom paints. Can I get a good angle that actually shows this? Because I do want to appreciate them. I know everyone likes having their efforts, you know, noticed. Nope, looks like there's not really a great one. "24 Hours of Lemons," very nice. Going with a lemons-inspired one directly. Some chromed out Pontiacs. I'll get to see the draft, the Audi TC. There is Lady J in her Lily Bell sponsored Audi. Again, it's that Audi TC something or other. So if we got a weed-inspired car, am I even allowed to show that on Twitch? We'll skip past that one. Hey, whatever that is. Looks like that's about everyone in here tonight. Alright, so let's see. How are we standing still? We are in 4th on time. Looks like a bunch of people in my class haven't gotten clean laps in, though. It will be a standing start, and then 90 minutes. Ready? Still got full fuel.
I just want to say good luck to everybody out there and happy 4th anniversary. We should have an
Yes.
official broadcast to show off our cars, but shit happens. Happy 4th, everyone.
Yeah, I should mention, yes, as Lady J just mentioned, this is the 4th anniversary of Lemon's iRacing, I believe. It's the 4th anniversary of something Lemons. I'm going to say the iRacing Lemons. Oh, reverse grid. Okay. Oh, I don't want to
Yeah,
put in
looks
there.
like I did the gridding right. So, fast in the back, slowest up front. I worry for the people upset.
Reverse grid, fastest at the back. Alrighty.
Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded.
You know, I haven't practiced standing starts in this car, to be honest.
Green flag, green flag.
Lights out, and away we go for 90 minutes of wow! Around the ring.
Car
Champ.
right.
Yeah,
On the left, 3 wide. Car right, 2 wide.
Raw by, that sounds good.
Still hold.
I didn't hold my line.
You've got wheel damage.
How do I have wheel damage?
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed. There's an incident ahead. You got a slow car on the right. Go
Awesome. I kind of ignored my spotter telling me to, you know,
left.
stay in
Car
lane.
right.
Because I thought I was clear, to be honest. Oh, this wheel damage is going to kill me.
Car on the right.
And you can see,
Go left. Right side.
how much I'm, like, fighting
You're
this.
on the right.
Like, this is me going straight right now, and you see how... It's going to be a long first lap. Yeah, because I can't take corners at speed. It's going to be faster than getting a tow, though, if I can make it back around.
Left side. Clear. You got a slow car on the left.
I guess the good news is if I can make it around in one piece. Means that by the time this is repaired, I'll be free of traffic for a while.
You got a slow car on the left.
I gotta be really careful on the braking zones because the car's, like, obviously with that much wheel damage is, does not like braking straight either. Especially if I tried to straighten it like that.
Car on your left. Clear.
Really careful on high speeds like that. Normally I would try to dive that, but not with this much damage.
Car right. Clear.
To be honest, I'm not sure how I'm gonna make this portion. Alright, we're on to the Nords itself.
Right side. Still there.
I'm kind of trying to stay off the racing line,
Clear on the right.
let people through, kind of knowing I'm wounded. It's killing me to go this slow, but this car is not going to handle anything faster. It's a valiant attempt. I messed up there in turn 1. Honestly, if I just stuck on the outside, I think I would have been fine, because I'd successfully made it around a lot of people.
Left side. Clear. Slow car ahead.
I have a feeling he has damage too, because he's putt-putting.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
How to do the Nordschleife at 150 with a steering wheel that's offset by 45 degrees. So we still get an interesting race in the end. It's not quite in the way we all wanted. Oh, how's it gonna do in this downhill section?
Sorry about that.
go left.
That's what I was afraid of. They crawl it around here. Again, I'm just trying to successfully get back to pits without causing more damage. Oh, it does not like turning right. It does not like turning right. Car's so unstable when I do that.
I'm good. No need repair.
You and me both. Just trying to limp it back. And I say limp it back. I mean, this actually is... It's not like a competitive pace, but I mean, I'm actually still outpacing some of the slower classes, I think. Ay, 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 ay. That's why we've got to be extra careful. Especially through like these high-speed sections. But I don't think I trust my wheel enough to actually take the carousel proper, so we're gonna go around the top side. I'm wondering if calling a tow would have been faster, honestly. Like, I don't know how the game calculates it, but... Okay, so this is the jump. Let's be careful with that. I have a feeling that one I might have been okay with, but I don't want to chance it. Be really careful coming through here because I'm going to have to scrub a lot of speed off with the car that's just not stable under braking right now.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Alright, and then here's pit lane.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3,
I made it back.
1. Right here. That's it, go.
Alright, let's try this again now. Alrighty, I can drive. Woo! Alright. So now we spend the next 90 minutes playing catch-up. And trying to not have a duplicate.
Left side. Clear.
Now, was that any faster in the end than calling a tow truck with where I was on the track? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. But it is what it is. So now you can watch the relative kind of in the bottom corner. And now the cars in front are entirely different class, so we should start catching them fairly quickly, probably by the end of this lap. It's nice to actually be able to go kind of full speed again. Taking it easy through the section. So that corner sequence is one I'm notorious at getting wrong. I don't know what I was thinking on the opening that lap, honestly. That's going to bother me. Like, why did I cut back? Why did I think no one was going to be there? We're 4 wide going into turn 1. I just, like, cut across everyone. Genius. Well, I guess it's a good thing I said I don't care where I place this game. Or this race, whatever. Either that or it's more like be careful what you wish for. Depending on how you want to look at that. My lines right now are horrible. Goodness. Alright, come on, get it together, me. Obviously, that first lap really threw me off. But come on, get your head in the game. Come on. I need right now a crew chief or a spotter in my head. Just being like, hey man, just put your head down. And you'll catch him. You'll come back from this. You got plenty of time. That was lap 1 of a 10-lap, 90-minute race, so we'll be fine. Just need to drive like I have all week. I see somebody! We'll ignore that he's a completely different class than me. If I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to eat both of those prior curves pretty heavily. Oh, this is not a good spot to catch him. Yeah, 'cause there's really only one line through there.
Car on your left. Clear.
I'll say there was probably somewhere in there that I could have sent it, but it's not worth it this stage in the race. Actually, I don't think it's worth it this race in general. They tried to full send it up a class down. Will I get him by the end of the straight? Oh, I'll be right up on the back of him, which is an issue itself, honestly. Can I clear him? Can I clear him? Yes, I'll have him cleared. Perfect. There we go. Don't have to get held up by that traffic, at least. And now comes the catch-up to the rest of my class, who is unfortunately a minute and a half ahead. I am skeptical I'll actually catch them. Especially if I drive like that. The thing is, I'm looking at the next people who are on the bottom half of that grid, and I was pretty much keeping pace with them in practice, like we were all pretty similar. Problem is, when I'm a minute and a half behind here, that means the odds of me actually catching them without one of them making a, like, crashing is really slim. I do that corner wrong. And yeah, I just do it wrong. Okay, well, so let me just keep an eye on my fuel then, because that'll be kind of the deciding factor of the next pit stop. Don't mind me just missing my entire line through there. Alright, so now we're pretty much just hot lapping, playing catch up.
The leader's pitting now.
Leader's pitting? Ooh. Also more like he's far enough around the track to pit? There's some interesting implications right there. Ooh, that was slow. Going on this long straight, that's not good. I mean, for the leader to be pitting this early, he must have gotten some damage. Like, he can't make it on fuel pitting this early. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Alright, we're good. Oh, I didn't trust the car and didn't keep it pinned.
The car, 420, has taken the lead.
There we go, that wasn't too bad through that section. That transition could have been smoother, but oh well. Ooh, alright. So we're still on the comeback, not surprisingly. Sure, turn 1, lap 1. I still don't know why I actually thought what I did was a good idea, but sure.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
That's good, because I gotta do a lot more of those to have a chance of catching anyone. Get it slowed all the way down for getting back on the power. Really careful through here, because it's way too easy to spin. Wow, I didn't, like, totally butcher that corner for once. He says as he almost spins. What am I doing? Well, hopefully I didn't lose too much time. Like, there was one more downshift for that corner that I just didn't do. Like, goodness.
Thank you, Adam.
Ow, that was loud. I'm just not confident through that section tonight. Like, I don't know what I'm doing differently. Like, it feels like I'm struggling through there a lot more than I typically do. Yes, I'm starting to become a little bit quiet. Basically because I'm kind of try-harding, just trying to put in decent laps. And because, I mean, realistically now I am just hot lapping. Like, I don't really have anything good to narrate or discuss. And I would love to read chat, but I cannot see chat because I'm in VR and I do not have any Twitch extensions, or I don't even know how you do that in VR, honestly. I'll have to look into that at some point. Now, I did see that yellow flag wave briefly. And I wonder what that was for. As far as I know, there's no one, like, even close to me right now. Oh, that's who. Okay. Yep, perfect. Alright, don't have to worry about traffic, which is awesome. 'Cause I really did not want to. That was close. I really didn't want to catch him around that bend that I almost crashed on. Oh, that was not the setup.
51.442. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 50.032.
Goodness. I can't do that even on, like... Yeah, I've never done a lap time like that around here. Not in practice, not in quali. Okay, there we go. I'm getting that section down a little bit better. Kind of getting more and more speed through it. Oh, looks like someone crashed out. David Gilmore. Or at least he had to go. I guess I can't say if he crashed or not, but I would assume so to disconnect this early in the session. Oh, and who have we caught here? Let's see, let's pick up the tow briefly. Near Honestly, I don't think that tow did anything. I think we came up on him so quick. Cadillac's top speed is about 20 faster than anything else in this race.
Thank you, Edwin.
And like it really shows on that straight. Good news is, well, don't want to call it good news, but I should be able to pit a lap later than the leaders, if I'm not mistaken. Because we had kind of that damage repair. I topped off on fuel in that same pit stop. So we should have about a lap extra compared to them. That won't come into play for another couple laps, though. Basically doing the overcut. Yep, we're just gonna eat the off track there. I didn't roll it far enough. I'm learning how to do that corner as well, slowly. That's a corner I always feel like I can take more speed through than you actually can. Yeah, so not this next lap, but one more after this, we'll pit. Yeah, the tires are starting to go. I can feel them. They aren't like gripping through that section quite as much. Which I guess is itself a good point. Are the tires going to hold out 2 more laps? Okay, no, I'm fine on fuel, but it is the Nordschleife. In a rear-wheel drive car that I'm not the best at conserving tires to begin with. Slow exit out of there. I couldn't get on the power. I'm kind of intentionally not looking at the relatives right now, because it doesn't matter. The answer was, it was far, and like now it's just about putting in decent laps. And if it will be. Nice clean run through there. That was pretty good. Next lap is going to be sketchy because, yeah, these tires are on their way out, and I can tell. I want to push it one more lap if I can. Try to do an overcut on the leaders. Give me a little bit fresher tires for the end of the race. It also gives me the extra lap of fuel. Because I mean, if the leaders are running 850s right now, it could go to 11 laps. And this car usually only has 5 laps of fuel. Nah, if I don't do that. Okay. Do I have wheel damage?
You've got wheel damage.
Shoot. Yes, I do, just a little bit.
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
Okay.
Hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
I'll be honest, the car feels fine. So... is it gonna make me pit this lap? So you normally have... oh, okay. And that's the not fine part. Okay. So never mind, we will pit this lap. That is unfortunate. Why is it... There's that corner. I haven't had a problem with that corner like all week. In all the practices. Yeah, the tire's noticeable in some of these corners. Like, I can't roll as much speed through. The car just doesn't turn as well. That's really unfortunate, too. This is, like, the part of the track where you really need to carry the speed. It's not as broken as it was after the first lap, luckily. I will say this car is just really fragile. Like, it feels like. And if you give it slightest tap, you know, even if it's flat on like that, it usually breaks the wheel. I haven't figured out kind of why. There's nothing, you know, necessarily outright about the car design that would seem to make it more fragile, aside from it just is. So we're losing a little bit of time. We aren't losing extraordinary amounts, at least. Like, luckily the tire isn't that broken. So we've made up a decent amount of time to the cars in front. I don't know if they're coming off of pit stops, though. Darn it. I think this overcut would have worked if I hadn't, like, needed pit for repairs. Sure, full gas, full tires.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, because that's the thing, everyone else has to pit, basically. Problem is, it's just broken enough, I don't really want to chance it. I don't want to pit, but...
Pit box in 10.
Yeah, see, because they're all getting done with this pit stop.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright, so we got 4 fresh tires, full fuel going in. Let's see what the gap is. I am 8th currently.
All clear. Punch it.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Thanks, Eric.
Yep, no problem.
So now the hunt is on 30 seconds. As I promptly run wide. Nice job. So minute 20 to the leaders. I mean, I have technically gained a little time. Be careful here, because cold tires. Now, unfortunately, this does mean I've lost any overcut that I could have done because that lap 1 pit in terms of like fuel and fuel strategy. So if the race goes a lap longer, this is why you don't talk and drive. So if the race goes 1 lap longer, because the leaders are doing, you know, just below 9-minute laps, it means I'm going to be 1 lap of fuel short. So whereas I might have been able to pull off something, you know, where everyone else would have to pit and I could make up a bunch of time, not anymore, thanks to having to come in and get repairs due to a meatball. Meatball flag. I'd say it's delicious, but it's really not. Careful those bumps. Oh, yeah. That was way too close. Tires are too cold to push it right now. Apparently. We are catching the car in front if we can keep this pace. It's just a matter of can I catch him in time. Still be really, really close, I think.
Thanks, Dave.
I want to bump my traction control.
You got a slow car on the right. The car behind has gone off. Slow car ahead.
Oh, that's in my class too. He has damage.
Car right. Stay on the left.
Oh my
Clear.
gosh. Okay, well that was exciting. He twitched under braking really hard. Luckily, it doesn't... Well, none of my wheels are damaged, and it doesn't feel too bad, so... So I did lose time being stuck behind him temporarily, but... we don't have to pit for a third time for damage, so that's nice.
The leader's pitting now.
Let's take that extra slow this time, because I can't afford another collision.
69. He's up the front.
Now, why did the leader pit again? I thought I was in third gear. That's unfortunate. I will say, the problem with putting traction control up is that does change my braking zones ever so slightly. But I want to conserve my tires. At least a little bit, so that if something happens, I have tires left for the last lap.
The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 47.0.
47, what the heck, man? How are you doing that? Pretty sure I'm losing time through that little sequence, but oh well. It also implies P5 just crossed the line, so that gives you a feel for about how far back I am in comparison. I think I'm just entering the straight, and you know, he's halfway through the arena section.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
That's the fuel, yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, who's that ahead? That's not for position, though. I see somebody in the distance. Oh, that is Edward. An entirely different class car. That is a Caddy, though. I see not too far in front of him. Oh, why'd I brake so much for that corner? Because I want to catch that Caddy.
Car right. Clear on the right. Go left.
So that guy in front Brits. Turn my track control back down, because now that I'm actually, like, chasing someone, I want that little bit shorter braking distance. And a little bit better acceleration. I would turn it down to 4, because 5 is actually still kind of high.
The car behind is pitting.
But I tried that in practice, and it did not end well for me. It's one of those where it should be fine, but I just can't drive it. Like, I've driven with 5 too much. That's what I've memorized for, like, braking distances and such. So as I recall, Britt, because I drove behind him a little bit in practice, he's a little bit faster than me through the arena portion, but I tend to be a little better through the Nordschleife. And we're entering the Nordschleife 4 seconds behind, roughly. And now we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be quiet because I do want to concentrate now that I'm actually, like, fighting someone, yeah. I gotta remember to breathe. Just realized I was holding my breath through that section. Goodness. That's not gonna help anything.
The gap is 4.2 seconds.
No, 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 no. Well, so the good news is that we didn't hit the wall. The bad news is that would have just destroyed the rear tires. And any hope we had of catching Britt, basically. And while we only lost like 5 seconds on paper, we're about to lose a lot more because of the tires. So I gotta let them cool off now because they're gonna be really hot. I haven't lost it there in a while, so I'm not sure what happened. Probably just tried to get on the throttle too soon. You know, the usual rear-wheel drive issues.
The lead is fitting now. 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 The lead is fitting now.
Okay, game, I got it. I'm not too worried about the tires for now, but it'll be... Yes, you don't say, game. Like, the issue is going to be end of the race when I need those tires. The flip side, if Brit messes up even once, I'm going to be there. Goodness. Why is the car suddenly trying to kill me? I didn't knowingly do anything different that time. I used the same braking point, unless that was the issue.
Alright, everybody, when this is all over, we're gonna wreck at the end of this front stretch of the Grand-Prix-Strecke. So I want to see a whole bunch of dead-ass Cadillacs when I get to y'all. Yay!
That sounds Cadillac.
That is not the car we're chasing, unfortunately.
Thank you. I'll be here all the.
Hey, general people, did y'all hear what I said about wrecking?
Yes, we did.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've caught him in a fairly bad spot, too. Just got it committed up the inside right there. How is he pulling away so much? I know I'm slow, but I'm not that slow, I didn't think. Okay, maybe I am. I say as I go through that section and just lose extraordinary amounts of time. Yeah, he's 10 seconds ahead, so we entered the Nordschleife 4 seconds behind, and we exited 10. Admittedly, we did spin once in there, but that's still not great. So we need Brit to mess up to have a prayer of actually, like, finishing decently. This is 3 laps remaining. Oh, you know, honestly, that might be that little bit of damage. I'm thinking, like, because we were legitimately almost exact in pace in practice. Like, it's unusual for him to be pulling that much of a gap. Remember there when we made contact with that black car, the 24, right after the pit stop? That could be showing on those straight fast speed sections. Like, it's one of those bits of damage that's, you know, it's not worth coming into pit because you'd lose too much time doing that, but I can see it being noticeable. Yeah, that car in the distance. That's the one we need to screw up. How are we doing on fuel? So there's 3 laps remaining. Doing fine on fuel, which is the good news in all this. There we go. That was a solid entry section. Now we gotta put our head down and catch that caddy.
The car behind you is pitting.
So here's the other thing. Gotta keep in mind. If I get a 4X, I get a penalty right now. Because of the earlier incidents. I'm at 16 and it's 20 for a penalty. So I do need to get past Brit here. It does have to be a very, very clean pass. Oh my gosh, why did I brake so much for that? There we go, that's how you're supposed to do that corner. Okay, we're catching, that's good.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
And that's a slower class car.
Go left.
It's gonna let us by, so thank you, slower class car. Oh yes, I got the run. I'm gonna back out and just get him on the straight, I think. There we go. I got the better exit. Go for the bump draft.
Hey, Benjamin, I got wheel damage, man.
All right.
Copy that, thank you.
Still there. Hold your line. Stay on the left.
So he has wheel damage, which is why we were catching him. He's gonna back out and let us past, yeah. Perfect. 0x is gained, one more position. Yeah, he's diving into pits. Because he has that wheel damage.
Your fastest lap of the session.
And let's be honest, he was maintaining a pretty good pace, like as far as I know, I don't have wheel damage. I was having a really hard time catching him. So while he did pit, there is faster pairs on, which means that I still have to be kind of careful here. Yeah, next car is a minute ahead. This car in front of us isn't part of our class. Especially knowing that we had that spin. Like, so it's 2 more laps, this one and 1 more. Fuel status 2.8, and it'll be close. Oh, it is Lady J again. Hey!
All right. Clear on the right.
Alright, so she's gonna let us through. I'm kind of just gonna conserve fuel and what's left of my tires, I think. I don't think there's really an advantage to pushing at this point in the race. I mean, because we're under 15 minutes, so it's this lap and 1 more. Next person in class is 40 seconds ahead, so unless they crash, we aren't really going to catch them. And Britt will be coming off pit stop. It's like about a minute back. I mean, I guess we don't really have to worry about anyone behind. Not really worried about anyone in front, so just kind of take it easy now. Because again, remember that spin on that lap, not this past lap, but wasn't it the lap before? And those, like, I cooked the rears doing that, so. Because, I mean, when we spun, we have full throttle to keep it out of the wall. And I'm pretty sure, and then, like, I used up a bit, I'm sure, chasing after Britt, so we'll have to be really careful here. Just take it easy. Also means that if for some reason the race goes a lap longer, we'll be okay on fuel, if not tires. Because yeah, these rears are going. I mean, I'm at maximum TC, and I feel them struggling. We're just kind of do these big lifts, the slow on the throttle. This is a slower class car.
We are where we expected to be.
We are where we expected to be. Well, that's good, I guess. And it means I've kind of succeeded in my comeback drive, which is the good part. I really want to finish top 5 because I haven't not finished top 5 in any of these Lemons races so far. So that's kind of my goal. But I mean, we're 6th right now. Given my lap 1 screw up, I guess it's not half bad. Accidentally hopped out of the carousel. I wonder, do I do a Verstappen and be like, hey, give me fresh tires? I think his gap to behind is a minute. That would help. Or is cold tires going to be too much of a risk at this point? See, yeah, these tires are just struggling. I burned them. Like, I keep the car together for now, but... Yeah, are we catching the car in front? Technically, but not substantially.
The car in front is pitting. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
So this is not white flag, so... See, this is where if we had that overcut, I wouldn't have had to worry about this.
flag. That means one more lap to go.
Oh, yes! I got the white flag. Okay, we're good.
Meep, meep, meow.
These tires are gone, but if I can keep together one more lap. Car in front pitted, which is why it's now in a 15 second gap. I don't think we're making that up, though. Like, let's be real.
One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank and all these purple Cadillacs all the way ahead of me. Yeehaw!
Thought about pitting for fresh tires. I mean, that's why I was about to dive into pits. And then it gave me the white flag, so... We'll see. I mean, it'll be the only chance I have of catching Noel. Or Noel. I'm sorry, I haven't spoken with you enough to know how to say your name. Promise I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose time, because I have to be really careful through this. And knowing those rears are gone, I can't push it to even try to make up those 17 seconds. Why did it give me yellow briefly? Ooh, feel the lack of grip through that high speed. So why is there white smoke? Oh my gosh, did he crash? Like, he's got a rub and we're catching him quick. Yes, let's go! Oh wait, no, he's not even... Darn it, this isn't for position. I was so happy for a moment. Like, not for him, but because I wanted top 5. But that's a different person. So never mind. What did he do for the car to look like that, though? Like, I don't think I've ever seen an iRacing car look like that. I mean, not that I've played this game a lot, but... I mean, white smoke is going to be tire rub, but that was white and black. That's like... engine blown? Like, can you even do that in this game? Ooh, almost lost it into braking there. Which is how I spun the first time. Yeah, I have no grip left to like push any of these corners. Yeah, he's just pulling away in 5th place, so. Well, given how the race has gone, I mean, 6th isn't horrible. Had to drive back up through the field and I guess I should actually, like, finish the race before I say too much, but... honestly, if it wasn't for lap 1, I mean, that would have been... starting 4th place is 35 seconds, and... I won't say we're catching, but I mean, if I had anything left, we probably would be catching. If it weren't for that lap 1... and that's kind of how races go. Like, if you screw up lap 1, you're just spending the rest of the race recovering from it, honestly. Ooh, feel that rear starts to step out. Let's brake a little bit earlier so I don't hop out this time. Feels like I'm going so slow, and I mean, I guess it's because I am compared to prior laps, but the rears just have nothing left. I mean, you can see, like, I'm still pushing the boundaries of the track, and, you know, I'm still fighting the car. And it just has nothing left to give. Let's not get too off tracks. Oh, that's how you do that corner. Sure, I figured out on, like, the last lap. Oh, well, I guess I figured it out in general. Because that's always my thing with these races, like, you know, with how Lemons does it, you know, are these car track combinations really used outside of something like these custom races? Or private races? No. But... you know, me who hasn't been doing iRacing, I'll say too long. I mean, well, since last Black Friday. So what, 6 months now? Something like that. You know, having to sit here and do, you know, 1 to 2 weeks practice on tracks like Sebring, like Assetto Corsa, where what I played before iRacing. You know, Sebring isn't in the game. So, you know, I had to go learn Sebring last month. This one's race, obviously, Nordschleife, or this Nürburgring combined. Yay, 6th place.
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Is that just an instant DQ? What even happened to my car? Oh, there I go. Oh. Oh, goodness. I flipped out of the track. Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, came back to 6th. I mean, I gridded 6th, finished 6th. I mean, I think in the end... I mean, Becker was a little bit faster than me, even in practice. And I could do single laps faster than that, but not, like, consistently. I think I could have beaten Noel. I assume that's how you say his name. But... yeah, I mean, it would have required me doing...
Our breakfast sure is gonna be
Bit better.
light. Everybody's gone now.
Yeah, I think I would have needed to not mess up lap 1. Oh, actually, let's go back and look at lap 1. Let's see what happened here.
I'll wait for you.
Okay, so this is the race. Let me look at my perspective. Let's see how badly I messed up here. Gyro, right front, cockpit, blimp. Far chase, here we go. So yeah, I mean, obviously the slower cars up front, up there. And the fast cars start at the back, so we have to weave our way through here. So he, like, unexpectedly checks up. I dive, almost lose it. And I decide to commit here, because, you know, obviously, if we hop down into cockpit... You know, I just see this line of cars kind of on my side. So I'm kind of looking straight ahead, hoping to get through there. I'm trying to go through there, because there's nowhere for me to go if I want to go inside.
Right into the wall.
This Mazda... You know, I'm braking on the grass, catch the curb. He leaves me just enough space on the outside. And you know, at this point, successfully cleared him.
Hang out and give you something to hit.
You know, there's 5 cars right here. I'm now speeding around the outside. And I go wide. Oh, the chrome car ran wide, that's why. Because I didn't think I'd turned in like that much, but... yeah, he overshot, managed to not turn in. Because I'm leapfrogging all 5 of those cars right now. I get tagged, spun around. Thank you, 24, for not, like, bashing me too much. I mean, so where did I get this wheel damage that the game said I got? Like, because up till here, that would have been left wheel. So that was a gentle tap. Right. Oh, right on the wheel. So that's probably what broke the wheel. And then... rear chase. Or was this the little hit? That little tiny... whatever. Which one broke it? Like, which wheel was it? Yes, I mean, the start was pretty good. I mean, from my perspective, like, it's really unfortunate that we got collected. Like, I don't think that was either of our faults, really. Especially considering you got all the fast cars starting at the back. I mean, you got a really good launch there.
Launching ramp, Caddy or Miatas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta dive for the outside. I'm, like, trying to brake on the grass, trying to get around the Mazda. See an opportunity. Yeah, I just turned in too far, I guess. I see that Cadillac. Oop. Yeah, I mean, so with this being my perspective, I mean... yeah, see here, I need to, like, pull out of it. Because what I don't see is that car. And he's occupying... like, he is holding his lane. Kind of. You can kind of see those tire marks, kind of where my cursor is. And he's kind of taking that line.
Alright,
I'm coming.
Yay!
Yeah, this is a combination of he ran it wide, I turned in, like... yeah, that's just kind of
Whee!
unfortunate. I mean, good avoidance attempt there. I mean, maybe I could have backed up a little bit, like...
Ooh, I'm dead. I'm on my side now.
Like, if I had thrown it into
I'm on my head
reverse,
now.
maybe. Yeah, 'cause I get tagged there. Yeah, I just decided to hold the brake. I mean, this sent me all the way to the back, so I mean, all the way to the back to finishing 6th.
And I got yeeted out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there was 19
Oh,
cars,
yeah,
so
the arena.
finished 6th. Yeah, and here I'm just trying to feel my way around and...
I don't mean to be ugly, but I can see your bottom side.
Alrighty, well, good race to everyone involved. Always fun, always, always, always. Kind of some unfortunate lap 1, turn 1 contact there. I think in the end that just amounts to racing incident, like... It is true, I'm pretty sure my crew chief was yelling at me that there is a car inside, and I kept turning. It looks like he also ran a little bit wide himself. That just turns into racing incident. And over on like lap 5 it was, I just carried too much speed through the one corner, get some more damage. Which meant that I had to pit a lap early. You know, maybe I could have caught Noel. But I don't really think so. It would have been close. I mean, because that slowed down the rest of that lap, of course. Oh, let's see my lap. How much longer was that first lap? Yeah, surprisingly, it was only about 30 seconds slower. Something like that. Or is that going to be after the... Yeah. Because that would have been pit stop. See, this was the unfortunate part. Because I wanted to pit here, which would let me fresher tires here. I mean, since he had to do one more, or since Noel had to do one more pit stop, I think, like, 'cause lap 5 is when we smacked the wall. That's why that was an invalid lap. Which gave me tire damage, gave me beat ball flag. So I think if we could have pushed off the pit stop to there, I would have lost a little bit of time on that 6th lap. I would have gained kind of that 10-20 seconds. I think anything beyond 5th was going to be close, just based off of the race results. But good race to everyone involved. Good fun. Thank you, Lady J and 24 Hours of Lemons, for putting on this event and championship. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. I will catch up on chat right after this. I just can't see it when I am in VR, obviously. I need to work on getting some sort of like Twitch chat plug-in, or I don't know how that works. So I got to go research that. Yeah, great fun. Hope to catch you all around. And I look forward to next month's race. Thank you, and have an amazing night.